So lately I've been kind of captivated with a local history story here, guys, of the Black Donnellys. They were called the Black Donnellys because they were one hell of a hellion family. They were Irish Catholics that immigrated to southern Ontario, 1847 I think it was. And the man and the wife raised 7 boys and 1 girl just outside Lucan, Ontario for 30 plus years. And they seem to have kicked up hell amongst the locals the entire time they were there. And one night in 1880, February 4th to be exact, one morning, early morning, 5 of them came to their end at the hands of some vigilantes. Nobody was ever held responsible for the crime. Nobody went to jail. That's never good. 5 people dead and nobody's held to account. That doesn't sound like justice to me, but I guess somebody felt they deserved it. What the truth is, I guess we'll maybe never know. I'll show you the headstone, which currently is in the graveyard of St. Patrick's churchyard. This is a depiction of the original. It was removed decades ago because it was being vandalized, and there is only one headstone there because there wasn't much left of them by the time the vigilantes were done with them. Very sad chapter in Canadian history indeed. I encourage you to read it. It is quite eye-opening. So since my 2 youngsters go to school in London, Ontario, I thought Lucan's actually on the way between Orangeville and London, Ontario. Pretty much Lucan is just a few kilometers off the main road. So I thought, let me go actually see some of these details for myself. I don't like macabre stuff. That's not really my style, but this interested me so much that, as I said, I really did want to see some of this stuff for myself. And it's a weird vibe in that churchyard, I can tell you, in that graveyard. Really weird. So this is the Roman line. That's St. Patrick's Church, although a smaller structure in the background might be the original. I'm not sure, to be honest. But the Donnellys lived up this road here. It's called the Roman line apparently because there were so many Roman Catholics that lived on it at the time. Surprisingly, I don't think there was much of a sectarian element to the violence that all transpired, but who knows about the details of history, huh? So in the same churchyard, graveyard there, guys, is this replacement headstone replacing the original monument that I spoke of earlier. It details the 5 members that were killed that night. There was so little left of their charred bodies, apparently, that they were all buried in the one coffin in the one plot in the very back of the cemetery. I think tellingly, the details of their surviving sons and their families is on the backside of this headstone. 2 of their sons had previously died, one from tuberculosis, I think, and one had been murdered actually in a fight earlier. This road right here, again the Roman line, this is the very road that the Donnellys would have run their stage up and down, looking down to London. And this is the Donnelly farmstead right here. I don't want to show you too much of the current building in the interest of respecting people's privacy, but as far as I know, that barn actually was on the site at the time of the massacre, 1880s, February 4th, 1880. I don't imagine it's changed much. It's probably a lot less trees than there was in 1880, but apart from that, it's pretty desolate. There is actually a small plaque on the property here that briefly tells the story. So this is Lucan. In fact, this is the Donnelly Museum. It's closed for the season, but it's just a small town. But I suspect these buildings here, probably the old hotels. I'd imagine old Donnelly and his boys probably raising hell in these buildings at some point in the past. Just a suspicion.
The black Donnellys ride, their killers by their side, down the Roman line till the end of time.